Hello, welcome back to another episode of Gaming with CaliCalv, Beacon Pines edition. The game is the foot. What are you doing? You scared me half to death. Sorry. Kids haven't seen Mr. Toller around, have you? Nope. He got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late for his own funeral. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this stupid town festival really about?
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. Didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harbor's true intentions are for this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here to offer to help us. We accepted help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. This is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. The town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be part of that future? Or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Feeling late, children? Why are you going that way? You don't live that way. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. True to form, we gotta run over here and punch. We gotta smack the watermelon. Smack the watermelon.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black liquid.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Gnocreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we may not always have family to rely on, licorice just never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. Whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Gnocreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Gnocreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek.
This is not a normal phone booth. I got like a blinky keypad. Why would they be a blinky keypad? Kren's No Grudge Store. I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door, and they all squeezed.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the
Sounds like they did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an... It was unclear where they ended up, but at least... The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be If the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real, Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Oh, the broken. This suit has a broken mask. So if we found our mysterious warehouse creeper, we've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walked like a Nuncreed and talked like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Perennial Harvest main office? That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Mining Operations Alpha? You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. The town is all farms and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. Pa always said you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. Not sure how the wisdom applies in these actions. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Is that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube go to the place Valentine? Oh, it's starting to feel like something big. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Hovered over the field.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Well, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Shit. 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 Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, we might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped patients and I helped him. Yup, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharp Valentine comes to us. Says he got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he's willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I were both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharp Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what he needs to do.
Nuncreed took a menacing step.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My Grant isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map of the mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze it. Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. We all need to run. Run where? Away. as far away from this town as you can get. Hide west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Yoink! You good? Yep. I love this town. I love this town. Chapter
8.
Chapter 8.
The cold, hard. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snapped across her face, and she was...
That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like you got it on any of us. I didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Would anyone even want to blow something up here? Well, one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nugreed. I think he went this way. Let's look all over the places. Can you go this way? This is the tree. That's the... And then this is the... Beacon Pines. So that's supposed to be... Oh yeah, that's where the house is. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear up the snow. No time, Nugreed's getting away. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. It may not be the most well-versed in all things Beacon Pine, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's obvious now. Mr. Nugreed is an alien. Rollo. Stuck with me here. Species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through some metallic wormholes back there. Final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. Isn't that the plot of Cocoon? We get used to it. We should keep moving. Oh, there really wasn't.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nugreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Catch up to Mr. Nugreed.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nugreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge. One arm nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed the town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nugreed turned back toward the kids.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rowan back held steadfast, and Luca approached closer. Mr. Nugreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Winced with anger. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas of how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just so happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a emotions and memories. Luca the wind calmed, as if to give him.
He began to weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just falling to his knees. Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why.
This all makes sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up, and Bran.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, Gran only had time to her attempt to shield him. An honorable but unflinching love pitted against an unthinking horror.
Unthinkable core.
There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place. And so, our story ends. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was on the bright side. We finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Oh.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See you, jerks. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before the boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as... In fact, it was
ice.
Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire.
Oh, I should have ended it there.
With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed.
How did we get to the source? That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, went downhill. And what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. See if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Like and comment. Make sure you hit that bell to get notifications about future videos and when they come out. And as always, I will catch you all next time. Come out. Bye. I said bye.